Hello everyone! I thought it was about time that I made a little video for all of you. I have a really good internet connection and I have the time for it right now. I'm in Central Africa and I'm a little bit stuck. I'll try to show you why. So, this is Africa. That's something you're not gonna hear me say a lot because I generally dislike the term "this is Africa." Africa is 54 countries. And it's a lot of diversity. There's a lot of different countries, a lot of different cultures. There are more languages within this continent than you can imagine. Algeria doesn't resemble Zimbabwe the slightest bit. Senegal up here doesn't really resemble anything. Ethiopia definitely doesn't resemble a lot. It's a lot of different countries. It's sort of like saying Italy and Finland and Greece and Spain and so on and so forth. In any case, when I entered Africa, I entered from Spain. I crossed the Strait of Gibraltar and I made it into Morocco, being the first country of 54 in Africa. I made my way down through Western Africa. From Dakar, I made it out into off the map to Cape Verde, then back into Africa. I traveled these countries, and this is where we are now. We're in Gabon. Gabon is in Central Africa, and the capital is Libreville, and that's exactly where I am now. When I first arrived, I made it country number 97. I came from Cameroon, 96. No, that's not true. Actually, Central African Republic, which at the time was the most dangerous country in the world, was number 96. Then I made it back into Cameroon, where I'd already been, and then crossed into Gabon, making that 97. I was aiming for 100 countries within 2 years. 2 years was the 10th of October 2015. And I couldn't get into Equatorial Guinea. It turns out it's a really difficult country to visit. You look at the map, you see all these countries, and you see this tiny country, and you figure that's not going to be a problem. But I didn't do my research, and it's very, very difficult to visit. Sao Tome was very, very difficult to reach. I still haven't been there. At the time of planning, there was a boat that went there 5 times a week. Now there's no transportation except for a combined cargo and passenger ship, which runs once in a while, and it's currently in Sao Tome with engine problems, and it's been there for a while, so there's really no way of going across. So I was looking at the map, I was looking at the dates, and I was saying, okay, I might be able to do 99 countries in 2 years. So I traveled from Gabon into Congo, which is this huge landmass here. And then the plan was to cross the Congo River right here into the other Congo, which is the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is this huge landmass. It's almost a continent in itself, into Kinshasa. The two capitals, Brazzaville in Congo and Kinshasa in DRC, are just across from each other. You have the Congo River and the Congo Basin, and there's 3 kilometers across. You can see the capitals from each side. But I couldn't get my visa for DRC. They told me to go back home to Denmark, which is 8,000 kilometers up here somewhere in Europe. That has been resolved now, so I would be able to cross now, but at the time of the 10th of October, it wasn't. It wasn't. So at the time I decided, okay, I'll go back to Gabon. And then it was resolved meanwhile. So now I can go back and cross if I want to. I'm still here trying to get to Sao Tome. I'm trying to get to Equatorial Guinea. I tried a lot in terms of Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea, funny story. Lovely country, palm trees, coconuts, beaches, culture, people, all of that stuff. That's what I hear anyway. And it's probably true since I've seen what is on each side of Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea, the capital, Malabo, out here on the island. I'm not aiming at getting to that. I want to go to Bata, which is here in the main continent of Africa. This should be a lot easier for me. But I can't get into the country. People keep asking me, so what are you going to do with North Korea? What are you going to do about Syria? Well, Syria up here in the Middle East really depends on what the situation is when I get there, but I should be able to find somewhere safe to go and visit. North Korea is no issue. You apply for your visa, you get your visa, you get a train ticket, you ride into North Korea. And if you behave, they'll let you leave North Korea as well. I don't think that anyone has ever asked me, what are you going to do about Equatorial Guinea? And that should really be the question, because it's a really, really closed country. If you're from the United States, you can travel there, no issues, because they have a lot of oil, and they are exporting this oil to the United States. They have some good negotiation and some good deals going on there. If you're from Europe, it's a different case. It's a lot harder to visit. Anyway, I'll find a way. My girlfriend will be arriving at the end of this month. I have a wonderful girlfriend who's visited me quite a few times on this journey so far. And at the time of planning, we decided she would come to Gabon because we thought I would be long gone to Sao Tome and back again. But what happened is, since there's no real trade between Gabon and Sao Tome, you might be able to find boats from Cameroon or from Pointe Noire here in Congo. Now, I don't really want to backtrack all the way down here in hope of finding a boat, and I don't want to apply for a new visa for Yaoundé. But what happened is a boat arrived from Douala in Yaoundé to Libreville, and next off it's going to Sao Tome. So perfect. I was supposed to be on it last Thursday, then I was supposed to be on it Friday, then Saturday, and it's still here, and now it's Sunday and nothing's happening on a Sunday, so we're talking Monday or Tuesday, and who knows. There isn't a lot of trade going on. The trade is really from Congo and Cameroon, so maybe that's a better option. When I get to Sao Tome, I'll need to apply for a new visa for Gabon. The case being that I've been here so long now that my visa expired for Gabon, so I needed to get a new visa or an extension. And as I got the extension, I couldn't extend to multiple entry. They gave me a 0 entry visa since I was already in the country, so when I leave Gabon, it will no longer be valid. So when I get to Sao Tome, I need to apply for a new visa, and that will take some time, and it's not one of the easiest visas to get in the world, so we'll see how that's gonna go. So will I be here in time for my girlfriend? That's the real million-dollar question right now, and of course I'm hoping. I might also be able to find a boat from Sao Tome to Pointe Noire, and then backtrack the 3 days it takes me to get up to Libreville, if all goes well. Yeah, so that is Africa for you right now. You know, generally I find Africa to be really, really easy to travel in. People are so friendly. It's Central Africa that's causing me trouble right now. And I've been told that it gets a lot easier as I head down south, and Eastern Africa should be more or less a piece of cake. I'll have some trouble with some countries. You know, there is Somalia, but if I enter in the north, then everything is great. Eritrea might be tricky as well, and then if you're following the news, then Libya is a war zone right now, and it's not that easy, but we'll see about that when I get there. After Africa, Tunisia, from Tunisia to Malta, from Malta to a few more countries in Europe, and then from Europe into Middle East, which could be tricky in terms of some countries in the Middle East not liking each other, so I might not be able to cross the borders that easily, but other than that, I'll be in Asia, and I'll continue off this map somewhere out there. Yeah. So, that's the world as we speak. That is where I am right now. I hope you're all doing well. I wish you well. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.